So the penny stocks I'm going to share with you guys today, you definitely want to go ahead and have on your radar going into next week. The last one on this list you want to stick around for. It is stated and speculated to be the next PLTR big squeeze, and it has already ran up over 100% plus and slightly pulled back. Definitely we have levels to not ignore on that one. And in our last videos, stocks have gone up 20%, 30% plus from when we've mentioned them. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, going ahead and pushing back up after the morning dip, and a bull indicator had popped up at the 661.24 level. It was used as support as it pulled back towards it, and it bounced up towards 665 going into the close, and within minutes to an hour, call options went up over 100% plus within that volatility. If you guys want to receive the clarity and edge and know about these stocks early on, check out the link down below in the description as we receive those live notifications over at the Discord, like it sent this one out at the 12:05 p.m. mark. And then we also had here Applebot sent out a strong bull indicator in the morning since 7 a.m. That strong bull indicator lasted nearly all day, right? When we zoom out, it lasted all day, jumping up from 247 to highs up here of 252, and call options went up over 150% plus as well. To get connected, check out the link down below and join the members using 42 Vision to navigate through the volatility, whether stocks are going up or going down. And it's not just the knowledge that you have, but also applying the resources that we provide, right? Those Discord bots sending out those notifications directly over to the Discord to give perspective, plus also the strength of trend with our bull and bear indicators, and the strength of supports and resistance, and the strength of flow with our inflow versus outflow. I look forward to getting you guys connected and having you join us. So here we are with the first penny stock, REKR. Now it's under a strong bull indicator here since the pre-market at the 245 level. It's bounced up near $3, and this stock has had a pretty strong move in the last several days because the earnings was pretty strong going into these days as well. News has came out, and the news was that it actually got here an approximate 1 million related to this technology rollout, with more revenue expected as the program expands statewide. It will receive that initial order of approximately $1 million. Now, the stock is going to be rolling out this technology over in California. So this is not just, charts and, speculation and hype. No, this is a stock that is providing a service for the roads and infrastructure, and its market cap is $404 million. Okay, so $1 million order is a pretty small order, but when you zoom out and look at this from the bigger picture, it is taking this news pretty well. The lowest that we've seen it here recently is down towards $2, and it's up towards $3.18 right now. Now, when we zoom out even further and look at this from the 1 hour, pretty strong bull indicator here, and then all the way towards the 4 hour, strong bull indicator since the 171 level, and these are some of the highest levels that we've seen since way back in January and February of the beginning of the year. Now that we broke out from these levels of $3, there's a huge gap up towards $3.54 and the $3.90 to $4 area to not ignore, because if that gets broken through, well then now historically there's bigger levels, right, in the history of this chart. I mean, all the way up towards $4, $5, and $6. This has been a pretty strong move here going into this week. This week has been pretty strong, and last week going until now. But the key levels I'll be watching here to start off is the support levels that we formed today. And the first level is 292, and then down here towards 257 to 250, right? And then to the upside, we want to break out above 330. Now, the inflow versus outflow shows us how important these supports are, that 296 and all the way down towards the 250 area. And there's an outflow level here that really pushed things down from 290s to lows down here of 218, 219, and now we've bounced back up. This inflow is really holding up this whole chart, and it's the $2 area. That's something to not ignore, bigger picture anyways, if pullbacks start to accelerate for any reason. But right now, things are pretty bullish. today has been an inflow driven day. And then when we zoom out to the bigger picture, like the 30-minute, we could see a full transition here from the dip area to the rip area, as I call it, of bright green bars. The dip area is the areas of weakness that are worth watching for a possible reversal back up. And then once inflows and the bull indicator align, that's the confirmation of a possible strength and trend here. And we use it, right, to see the dip areas to the rip areas, and from the rip areas back down, and our bull and bear indicators in inflow versus outflow for those confirmations. And you can see it there popping up on the screen, some of the members' experiences using 42 Vision and how they've been able to maximize within the volatility. And again, that link is down below in the description. We look forward to getting you connected and having you join us. So here we are with it under a strong inflow down here again, $2, and it broke back above the outflow that was suppressing it, which was 225, and it used that area as support today, which is very interesting. Something to not ignore there on that chart. And then when you go to the 1 hour, you see the same thing, right? Those inflows down here, that outflow level, and today was an inflow driven day in the pre-market, which did the next leg up. So the supports I'll be watching are crucial. Okay, we see that on the lower time frames. Those are crucial areas. It was an inflow driven day. This needs to be held up. If it gets broken through, I'll be watching if a bear indicator pops up to go ahead and confirm any further pullback. And then how it acts down here will be crucial, because that gap down is there. If this breaks, the support breaks, the next support it may want to retest is down towards 260 to 250. And that's going to be the most crucial for another retest of resistance up here and possible breakout to the higher levels based off the history of the chart. After a wild run in the last several days, this stock is RMSG stock. This penny stock has fallen significantly and fast. Now, it's hit a dip area here, okay? That is something to not ignore. And a bear indicator is pretty strong up here at 323. It's the first one that pops up on the 15 minutes since the last one at 181. It's back below some key resistance levels here of 240, and then below that the next support is $2, and the lowest that it hit was 220. If this one breaks and clears through $2, it will be important to try and be patient. That's what I would do. Not financial advice, always my opinion and perspective alone. I always like to share with you guys how to handle something and why am I looking at it, right? And this is a way for a lot of people to learn how to navigate the markets and pick stocks and to watch, even just to watch. Not even pick stocks to trade, if not to watch and understand why. Why look at this, right? So if it breaks $2, I would just try to wait and see how it holds up at 160 or 170, right? Because then below that, the next support is 150. And historically, that is pretty close to some of the lowest levels that we've seen since way back in December of 2024, almost a year ago. So I would be watching that. But this run was pretty strong. It's one of the strongest runs that we've seen. And why watch this one? Well, it hit a dip area here. And what I'm going to be looking for is that possible bull indicator reappearance, right? Not just on the 15-minute, but on the 30-minute as well, because it hit a dip area, bear indicator up here at $3. And if inflows align and we start to see those transitions back up, a break through $3 and a retest at $3.50, there's a gap up towards $4 and then all the way up towards $5 and $5.50, guys. The last time it ran, it took a few days to make that run, and it started from way down here in the twos, right? And even the lows down here of 150 and 180, and that's where it started running here. So this stock is definitely one to watch, but like all penny stocks, it is very risky, and it's worth watching because of the levels and what it's showing. So you could really see here that outflow level here, if it can get back above 250, it could start trying to retest these inflows, and then the outflow up here of 317. Now, if it breaks the support of today at 220, you have down here levels at 206 and then $2 to not ignore, which is the outflow level that pushed things down pretty quickly down towards 170s. So inflow driven back to back yesterday, hit highs up here of 340. Outflow driven, broken through those supports, hits a dip area, and it's going to be important for bull indicators to reappear and inflow levels to begin. And you can see how this is outflow driven. And this inflow level is really what's holding up this chart, and it's going to be important for it to hold up. So I will watch for that, and then you could see here on the 15-minute, the inflows down here really holding this up and getting back above 250 to 278. It can actually go ahead and use this inflow level to try to retest and use it as support back up towards the resistance of this outflow of 315. Now, the last stock here on the list is Open. Okay, Open stock has fallen below $7. It's back up towards it. It is a crucial support area here from the last time where it ran, and it ran all the way up to $9, and now it's come back to it. Outflows are dominating, but this inflow level here is interesting, guys. If it holds up strong and bull indicators align, it may try to retest the retracement of this outflow level. So it's 745 to 750. If that gets broken through, then up towards 770 to $8, where it's actually had trouble getting above multiple times. That's going to be a crucial outflow level to cancel. And then you look at the 30-minute, then you have multiple ones up here. Now, this inflow level, we're slightly below it, but it's back in that range. And if it could break above that 741 and then the outflow level 750, it can try to retest 760 and all the way up towards 785. And then we'll have to reassess and see how things react from there to the $8 area. And back in this inflow level, that was holding up the chart and pushed it back up towards the 9s before falling. And as shown here in the video, this is really where inflow versus outflow gives us that edge. Also, the transitions on the chart from dip areas to rip areas where things slow down. And then when we zoom out all the way towards the 1 hour, you could really see the transitions and the strength of these inflows where they actually worked out and where they actually didn't and lost traction. And then this outflow level is suppressing this chart right now. And then you have the support levels below it, right? So it's going to be crucial for the inflow levels on the lower time frames that have appeared back to back here today, holding up this chart. Look what happened. The inflow level appeared in the pre-market. It ran up to the outflow level, rejected it, and it retraced back down to the inflow level. And then these multiple inflow levels have brought it right back up. So now it needs to break above this outflow level of 728 to then go ahead and try to push up to the next ones that are pushing up here on the 5-minute and the 15-minute of 750 all the way up towards almost $8. Paired up with our bull and bear indicators and our inflow versus outflow, that crosses the midpoint when inflows are dominating, and outflows, it crosses the midpoint to the downside. It shows us the domination in the volatility as well, and you get connected to all of that once you join our Patreon and Discord and community. I look forward to getting you guys connected and having you join us. The link is down in the description and top pinned comment. And as always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. These are the levels I'll be watching on these charts, and these penny stocks are presenting opportunities. If you learn something new, subscribe to the channel. If you want to know more about this type of content and be up to date on the next penny stocks I'm going to share, also go ahead and hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss a single video. Hit the like button, share it with the friends so they can know about it as well. And if you want to know about some of the previous stocks that I've mentioned, check out on my channel what other opportunities have been presenting themselves in the volatility, guys. As always, guys, again, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.